Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. It's far too easy to fall off. You fall back into those old habits. You fall back into the monotony of life. It's far too familiar when you're playing the game. Now, this isn't a game that we necessarily want to play, but it's the game that we're put into. And when you're stuck playing a game that you don't want to play, you'll grow bored, tired, and stagnant. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can either choose to dwell on what it is that we don't want out of life, or we can choose to take a stand, to live a life more authentic to who we want to be, not who we feel that we're trapped as being. And if you feel that you found yourself with that trapped feeling, then it's time to do a reset. So in true TJ fashion, I fell off. I set out this big goal for 2026 to post weekly, keep content coming daily on TikTok, Instagram, and in true TJ style, I got burnt out and I fell off. Now, I think it was because I set myself this big goal, which is very obtainable and achievable. I mean, posting once a week on YouTube, very achievable. In reality, I just didn't schedule my time properly, as I always don't. Now, I've not been making my music, not been making any content at all. I've just sort of been festering and procrastinating, and we can't keep doing that cycle. To be honest, I'm not surprised. I was gonna burn out eventually, but the main thing that I know is different this time is we're jumping back into it. We're not gonna let this continue for weeks and weeks and weeks, which is then months, and then again, before you know it, another year's gone. So we're gonna lock in, we're gonna get a structure down, and we're gonna follow it. While I have been sort of festering in my own self-pity, I guess, of, oh, I've got no motivation, I can't be bothered to do this, can't be bothered to do that, I have sort of sat down and thought about a structured system that I can put in place to ensure that I can manifest the lifestyle that I want. And it's very simple. Now, largely, when I was thinking of this, I was reflecting back on when I read Atomic Habits. Great book, and I highly recommend it. In that book, it talks about what actions and habits do you need in order to become the person that you want to be. So imagine the goal that you set out of who you want to be, the lifestyle you want to achieve. What do you need to do as a daily thing, as habits that you do daily, in order to manifest you becoming that person? Now, for me, I sat down and thought about it. What do I want in life? I want to be financially stable. I want to help people better their lifestyle, be that through nutrition, through sharing my experience with mindfulness, through sharing my art in form of music that people might resonate with. I want to be present in the moment and living authentically to my ethical beliefs and what I truly think life is about. So in order to progress towards a lifestyle that I want, getting back into being fully self-employed, getting my life and time back, and being able to help people the way I want to help people, I need to follow my set structure for my lifestyle. And that is based off of these 5 pillars. Pillar 1, I'm gonna eat ethically in line with my beliefs on a plant-based diet, making sure that I give my body enough nutrients to grow, to be healthy, to give me energy to pursue my passions. Pillar 2, and this is a non-negotiable, I will have a daily mindfulness practice, because every time I look back into the past when I've been my most mentally stable, my most on it and driven, I've always been doing meditation daily. And every single time that I fall off that daily practice, that is when things start to fall apart. Pillar 3, I'm gonna move my body. I'm gonna make sure that energy isn't stagnating inside of me. I'm gonna be doing my cardio to get out that pent-up energy. I'm gonna be challenging myself with strength and resistance training so I can build that mental strength as well as physical strength. Pillar 4, I need to return to nature. Every single time that I've been out in nature, either doing a daily walk or even just getting out there, listening to the sounds of nature, being out there in the forests, because that's what's around me. We have woods and forests. I always feel a reconnection back to where, personally, I believe humans should be anyway. And you can tell that when you actually get back into nature and you feel that oneness, that connection. That's something that is very important to me, and that is something, again, non-negotiable, to spend at least some time out in nature every single day. And pillar 5, I need to focus on progression, not perfection. Now, I do that in the gym all the time. I've done it for years with my training, and I've done that perfectly fine. I need to apply that into the rest of my life. When it comes to content, I need to stop stressing and procrastinating because I want to make some cinematic masterpiece or some groundbreaking video which someone's going to get an amazing life lesson from and learn and grow from. I need to just create content, get into the flow state of being creative, and then focusing on making my content better as I do it, rather than stressing about the little minute details and then never actually creating anything in the first place. So with those 5 pillars, I am going to do a full reset. I'm going to take back control of what is my birthright, my life, my lifestyle, and I'm finally going to work towards the person that I want to be. And by addressing those 5 points, that in itself builds off of me, it builds my self-confidence, it builds my self-worth, and it gets me out of this state that I'm in where I feel very unfulfilled, like I'm stuck in the matrix, I guess you could say, stuck in the game. It's time to break out of the game. I'm going to make sure that my surroundings reflect my internal world, as they often do. When I'm at my lowest point, my room is a mess. Okay, my car is a mess. My lifestyle, my mindset is a mess. It all is a reflection of the inner self. I need to let go of what is not serving me, those thoughts that are not serving me. And I need to move forward with things that I can action and take control of. And if you feel like you're in the same position that I am, burnt out, feeling like you're not progressing forward in life, feeling like you're stuck, like you've stagnated, give it a go. Follow the 5 pillars and see how they can bring you some sort of peace, something for you to strive towards in terms of being who you want to be. Because at the end of the day, that's our birthright. Peace.